600 light truck.
You're 555, buddy.
10-4, thank you. Show me 1041 time active ASP narcotics unit, Sandy. Sandy Interstate.
Alright, we're the California Patrol today in a 2023 Dodge Charger. The new lighting setup, new lighting package as always. Make sure everything works. That's all good. We'll get ready to call ourselves into service. We're pretty much already set up. We're ready to hit the road. 13 David 90 throwing service. That'll be basic traffic enforcement today. Last night was a little hectic, a little bit longer of a patrol, a decent amount of time, but not too many traffic stops. We did give out a few warnings, so I definitely had a little bit more discretion. We'll see who we're running into today. We're David for our day shift. 13 still for all 13 and 9 for the unit identifier.
BCSO unit in the county.
We have received another emergency call. Are there any units free to handle it?
One unit required. For your spine to ace with 1016. Oh, subject fires for this one.
Not too sure what's going on. We're gonna run some vehicles driving by here.
6 follow up and route the last block with 3.
We got our FOV pretty high up in that thing. It was pretty dead on the highway. Not really. We got a 73 right there. We'll have a chat with them, see what's going on. Got a little turn off right here. We'll stop. It's you, dude. Oh, I didn't know I already had him stop. What? And they're taking. Alright, we'll let them be.
Mic check.
We have received another emergency call. Are there any units free to handle it? Other units were able to resolve the last emergency call.
Alright. We're gonna wait for this car and then we're gonna flip around right there. So the first vehicle decided to take off. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go prio after prio, so if they want to take off, we're going 73. By all means, go for it. We're not going to chase. We'll probably roll up all the way down to 13 and then back down to 13 again, at least over to Union, and then might hit some main streets in Sandy, so we'll see.
Go ahead.
The thing I don't like is how this Charger is a fishbowl. You literally see everything right through it, but it is what it is. Something going on right there. On my ass. I don't want to be on my ass. 78.
Do we have any units available to respond to an emergency?
Oh. Well, I wasn't going to stop him until he did that. And here's another one.
The last emergency situation has been resolved by other units.
Alright, you have fun with that. Oh, Lord.
289, go ahead. Stop.
Something I don't like is the probability of them pulling some dumb shit. Sort of annoying. But we just go along with our day. So 2 traffic stops we attempted, and they both wanted to be idiots. That's alright. Oh, that was almost a collision. gonna stop the station wagon for, we'll attempt to stop the station wagon for not yielding at that stop sign. There we go.
Follow up, that cannot be fired, just rolling up now.
10-4, I have not checked the bottom further.
Roger David Knight, traffic north, I-13, 1051, station wagon, California tag 87, height of tall motion 438. Alright, so we have this vehicle stopped right now for not yielding at that stop sign. Pulled right out in front of that box truck and near collision.
You've been assigned to a call.
Alright. That's how we're gonna have a chat with them.
6 mile low, coming back 10-8, fires on 10 Hamel.
Hello, how's it going today? Officer Bailey with California Patrol. Reason I stopped you back there off of Union, you're making that right-hand turn at that stop sign. You didn't completely yield. You pulled right out in front of a box truck, and the reason why we're not fully stopping and looking before we go through the stop signs.
Show me in pursuit.
Your location?
Close about 1029 East Central Road.
Turn that down a little bit. Wasn't aware of blue stop sign. I thought I followed the rules. Okay. Well, I could see that. I mean, you did stop at the stop sign, but you pulled out in front of the vehicle. You understand what I'm saying? And I missed the L on that one. Alright, well, I completely understand. Let's get the driver's license, registration, and current proof of insurance, please.
Please show me your identification card.
Okay. Miss Rao, do me a favor, just sit tight. I'll be back with you, okay? Okay, so Miss Rao, ooh, that stop sign pretty good. We're gonna go back in our sheriff light. These lights are pretty bright. I know we were fucking with it yesterday, but
600, I'm back today. Active AST.
the daytime lights are still pretty bright. That's pretty good there.
Vehicle gave out.
Alright. We'll pull that up and we'll head over to a runner. Ayun Minral, level 29, 26, female, Asian, 5'5", 124, black brown eyes. It's a Del Perro, valid, no endorsements, no firearms. That's good. Traffic enforcement by LSPD, citation issued for unsafe turn and failure to signal. Motor assist, disabled vehicle, right shoulder, 68. CHP, Los Santos parking, sheriff civil contact, domestic property exchange, no problem. Okay. 7, 19, 438. I'm not sure what that vehicle is, but we'll figure it out. Passenger St. James, 8792-438. That's her. That's good. And last registration status current. Registration expires 11/20/26. Dangerous mutual auto. Insurance active. Normal flags. Check side CHP member. No found history. Blah blah blah. Sure, no prior drink about. Okay, so that's all that. Come back over here, and we already got that open actually. And as you can hear, it is most definitely raining. And right now we're going to get all of her info in, and she's going to receive a citation for failure to yield. Because she almost got wiped out by that truck, so. Miss Raul would have. And now she's getting upset. She's currently flipping us on and off, as you can see, so. That's great. Another flip off there. Okay. Well, she's really gonna hate it when she gets a citation. We're gonna throw in her address. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Give me a complete stop. Look both ways. It's not that difficult. Got a female. Brown eyes. Black hair. 5'5", 128. What's her date of birth? 24. 11/21/99. She's tripping over there. And I don't know what that car is, so we're gonna put it in as that. And I believe her expiration was 11/26. I believe that's a 50. She was going over north right now. Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
You fucking retard!
Do failure to yield and failure to obey stop sign now because she's tripping out. So go to NCTC, which is our North County Traffic Court. Here's the 13th. It is 14:05. I'll throw it in our MDT, have them do our narrative.
You fucker!
MDT accepted, regular persisted, blah, 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 blah. Subject, plate, that's good. It's not the right vehicle, so we're gonna take that out. Enforcement entry 513, HC CHP citation violation, enforcement. History, vehicle contact log, yes. Alright, looks all good. She's upset, but she's gonna be a little bit more upset here in a second. No, Jesus. What is going on? Jesus Christ, what is going on? Come here. Now she's going to jail. I'm gonna tase you. Oh, I was gonna tase her.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you.
David 9115, 2026 North, 913. Alright, come on now. Well, you just turn this into a whole other scenario now. And passenger flag too. That's great. Or you're gonna stand out here in the rain now because you decided to pull some dumb shit. You got anything
I'm
on
going
you?
to perform a search on you. Are there any items which can potentially cause harm or are prohibited that you would like to declare before?
Trying to see where that guy went. Mushrooms, marijuana, and a skimmer device. Makes sense. Ooh, I would throw that on the... Alright, I'm gonna grab a jacket. Wrong thing. It's not the same belt, so hold on. Okay, we're gonna take a seat now in the car because we decided to run. Please, nobody hit me.
Step into the back of the vehicle.
We'll reposition here in a moment. The likelihood of us about to get swiped by a car is pretty good. Run through the vehicle. We have ammunition in the vehicle.
Do we have any units available to respond to an emergency?
Nothing in the trunk.
The last emergency situation has been resolved by other units.
Okay, interesting. So I have loose rounds, mushrooms, marijuana. Which makes sense why she's tweaking. Alright, man, we got the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to attorney if not forward when one will be appointed to you. You understand those rights? That's not what I meant. Okay, cool. Alrighty. We're gonna pump the truck, baggy all this. I think we're gonna try to get her car over to the side of the road. See, we're not really having a problem. We'll keep it right there. If it becomes a problem, we'll push it off. But right now we're just gonna bag everything. That should be good. That vehicle's gonna go with us, so we have a few more sheets that we're gonna have to fill out here. This should be pretty fast. Bin again. Probably start putting all this in the basic call notes. It's just a lot easier. Actually, it's not too bad. It's probably like the same amount. Okay. Classic mic, truck 1, inventory. Nothing of interest. Value left. We had loose. That's taken. The AP is ready to go. We'll throw ourselves 19 with the female. Good David, now you start ready 1185 north 513 for station when I get template 1. Alright. So we'll throw that out. And then we will hop back over here and get that 85. Ooh, that car's coming in hot. Definitely not the safest spot. We were pretty good until she decided to... I'm not even sure what you would call that. Looks like the rain's clearing up though, which is nice.
I require vehicle transportation. Please send over a tow.
So we got the 85 on the way. We'll get to transporting her on. So it shows up when this car passes. Switching David 93, 19 with one female. I'll be remaining on scene until 85 removes vehicle. Okay, so we're chilling with the female. She's got her Marina Reds red. Her charges are going to be most likely resisting, felony evading. She sells her citation. That's going to go along with it.
Are any units available to respond?
Yeah, the possession of the psychedelics, marijuana, and the firearm rounds that she's not able to carry.
The last emergency situation has been resolved by other units.
We are currently watching our 85. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright. We're all set to go. We're going to transport her now. Good fucking call, dude. Alright, hop on out for me.
Please get out of the vehicle.
We're gonna get a corrections unit.
I require prisoner transport. Please.
And then we will head over to the back and do all of our other stuff. Well, unfortunately, well, I have a corrections unit that's gonna come take you and they'll book you into another facility. You are being charged for felony evading, possession charges of psychedelics, marijuana, and the ammunition you're not allowed to carry, and resisting, and all that. What are you? My car. Excuse you. Excuse you. That's my car. Fuck ass. Poor car just got fucked. Well, it's because PT's tweaking the fuck out, so. Alright. That's good. We always love that. You can't go a single day without everything going smoothly, but. That's what makes it. To make it funny, I guess. Alright, we're gonna come back here. So, as you can see, shit usually does not go smoothly, which seems about right. Alright, now we are going to bring this downstairs, tag it, fill out her arrest report, and then we'll be back on our way. Go to David 19. 19's complete, 310-6. Holding cells, mic shot process, interrogation, observation, interrogation, evidence room, perfect. Alright, so that's good there. And throw those back in my pocket. We'll head into the break room and fill out this report. I'm not really sure if there's offices, so.
Do we have any units available to respond to an emergency? Other responders managed to deal with the previous emergency call.
Okay. Time to go through this whole thing again. See, it's not too fun when you're doing the paperwork. But the more you start filling out these forms on one person, the more you can already fill out without having to go back and look. Female, brown, black, 55, 124, 11, 1121, 2026, no email address. We have felony evading, resisting, possession of marijuana, paraphernalia.
I'm gonna be back tonight.
Fire, ammunition. I'll do that. This will be NCSC, which is North County Supreme Court. That's 1424. And we will throw all this, get our narrative going.
I'm a 10 on a motorbike. We're gonna be going passing the yellow gun currently 949.
We are getting our narrative made right now for and getting it logged. Alright, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Take that out. It was 1999. What do we put for? Put 2026. Good catch. Just like to go through and make sure everything looks good. Felony resisting possession, felony possession.
A new emergency call came in. Are any units available to respond?
Pound and penny, unless otherwise directed. Automatic record status. Once warrants negative. Probation parole pending. Caution flags updated prior. Blah blah blah. Sort of officially minor.
Other
Looks
units
good.
were able to resolve the last emergency call.
Well, we are clear out of that. We're back in service.
You've been detached from your assigned call.
We'll hop on out of here. So, the more you start running those names, or the more you really start filling out the reports on one single person, you kind of start to see how it works. I guess we'll keep the jacket on a little bit longer. Sounds a little windy out there. So she got all her charges. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Well, she was pretty antsy. You guys remember when I was writing up her citation? God damn, it's bright in here. You. She was pretty antsy when I was writing up her citations. And then don't know really what maneuver she pulled. She was like trying to drive away, but then circling back. And then got out of her car and dipped. The passenger is still outstanding. The thing, fortunately for him, I never really got a description for him or license because I was just going to let her go with the citation. Usually a lot of people don't really run after having all their info handed over to the police. But I guess this one did. So for the first traffic stop of the shift, that was definitely an interesting one. I will say that much. The first hour is usually a chaotic hour for whatever reason, but 13:89, let's run back in service. We'll hit the road and see what we got going on.
Do we have any units available to respond to an emergency?
We're cruising down 13. We'll probably get off the exit here. That car's been here since the beginning of the shift. Next time we loop around, we'll take that out. And we'll... Oh. You know what? I have a feeling... No, we stopped them way up there. There's another car right there. Anyways, we're going to get off at 68. Probably hit up Panorama and Joshua. Loop around there. Let's say we also have CID in South County, so if need be... Oh, we got something going on here. Let's check it out.
Alright, firefighter, can you open and move him onto the stretcher real quick? 1, 2, 3, up.
The hell went down over here?
I guess he was checking out that car in front of his bike and said it heard beeping and then it exploded on him.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
We'll be transporting to pillbox.
Hey, thanks for coming, guys.
Well, looks like a vehicle explosion. That's nice. we're probably gonna assist these guys. We're gonna assist fire with their transport
A new emergency call
while we're at it.
Are any units available to respond?
They're transporting a pillbox, so just making sure all the cars are over to the right. Any part of the California Patrol is just kind of the things you do, assisting these people and make sure the roadway's clear for them. It's actually pretty light out, which is nice, so we're not really running into a lot of traffic. Slow down just to make sure nothing's coming up in between them. Oh, huge pursuit. We're kind of bugging out back there. The reason they're coming all the way down here is this is the trauma center. So. They're 93 or 98 at 2. I'm making sure. We never really caught out we were transporting or helping the transport anyways, but. Oh. Just like to make sure they don't run into any, and it really makes the process a lot faster. It really does make the process a lot faster when there's not a bunch of traffic in the way and they're trying to weave in and out of traffic, so. Nonetheless, we're gonna head back up to North County. It'll only take a few minutes. Traffic is very, very light. Definitely a plus for us. Going back up to North County after an incident brings us down to South County is probably one of the things I dread most. We did see pursuit coming north too. I believe it's stopped up here. We'll most likely be stopping out with them as well. What cars are involved?
The white two-door vehicle was the suspect's vehicle, and then the LAPD, SP, and then me in the CHP.
A new emergency call came in. Are any units available to respond?
Do you think we're able to push that two-door? Or actually, they got the 85 right there. Never mind.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna stop traffic right behind us, like completely, and then once you guys clear this up, I'll do a traffic break going back up north.
Alright, yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, looks like we had the pursuit end right here. fuck happened there? Alright, so we got a traffic break there, so definitely running into some things along the way, which is nice. It always mixes it up a little bit. That's a lot more active, obviously, throughout our day shifts. And, pretty sure we saw this guy go flying on the bike here. Pretty sure we saw that guy go flying. I don't think he knew traffic was stopped. Just funny. We're gonna hit Panorama again. Actually, I don't know if we ever did. I think we did. I don't remember. I think we were going to. Yes, and then we assisted fire with that transport. And then just those traffic breaks kind of help bring traffic back as you help bring traffic back. Good Lord, say that 5 times as fast. Traffic comes to a complete stop like that, you want to open it up, have everybody slowly start going and not stopping and braking. That's how traffic jams really occur. It's like a snake effect. People are going, stopping, going, stopping, going, stopping. That's what creates your traffic. But when you have everybody just start slowly rolling, like pacing out, is when traffic gets bring back, and then there's nothing. And it just helps for traffic collisions. Everybody's, at least an officer's there on scene, monitoring. Good Lord, I can't fucking speak. So, nonetheless, we're back at it. As always, this guy's gonna go 17 miles an hour. Love it. Love it.
We have received another emergency call. Are there any units free to handle it?
Rock thrower on the highway.
You have been assigned to the most recent
Believed
emergency
we
call.
had
Proceed
this
to the location.
yesterday. Do another one. 13 David 90, throw me down 911. RP reporting subject throwing rocks off the highway. It'll be 2026 on I-13. So I don't doubt it's the same person. Because it most likely is. The highways are exceptionally clear today, which is nice because there's not a lot going on. I believe that's going to be him right there. So we actually had one of these yesterday, and looks like he's running. Probably not going to get that fast.
Hey, stop driving crazy.
Oh, that already happened.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. Do you understand these rights as I have read them to you?
Yeah, I bet you do. Alright, let's pull this off. Go around, dude. And a rock. Oh my, a literal boulder. Oh, fucking shot. I don't see one down there. Okay, well. Do me a favor, stand right there for me. I want to move my car. She looks intoxicated.
No, postal code 1011. Going 11.
Oh, and we're punching the air. David 9115, 2026. Oh my gosh. I guess I'm sweeping it up already. Perfect, that works. At least that's out of there. We're gonna walk right here. You're gonna chill right here for me, okay? Is there anything I need to pokey stick me? Personally, I don't want your baby juice on me, so we're going to... Oh, and my shirt came off somehow. It's not nice.
I am going to perform a search on you. Are there any items which can potentially cause harm or are prohibited that you would like to declare before I
damn,
proceed?
she's grabbing my junk. Alright, nothing of interest. You're in handcuffs. There we go. Okay, why are we throwing rocks off the freeway? I'm not throwing any rocks off, I'm just standing here in cuffs. Okay. Somebody called and said you were throwing rocks. So what's up? What's going on? I know you're restrained. I put you in those handcuffs. I'm not really sure. Why did you run when I pulled up? Okay. Have you been drinking at all? Because you're not really making any sense. Okay, so if I do a breathalyzer on you right now, you're not gonna be drunk. You can't even stand still. You're kind of wobbling all over the place. Will you submit to a breathalyzer? Nope. Come here. Come here. Come here.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you
Not
say
sure how
can
she got
and
out
will
of
be used against
handcuffs,
you in a
but
court
she
of
did.
law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided.
Now you're
for
sitting
you.
in the
You
back of the
understand
car
these
because
rights
that's
as I
where
have
we're
read
at,
them to
okay?
you.
Step into the back of the vehicle. Please blow into the device.
How is she getting out? I don't understand. Stop. Get over here. Okay. Let's go. We're not doing this. Sit in the car.
Step into the back of the vehicle.
Now I'm putting the buckle on you because you can't sit still. . As of right now, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used against you in the court of law. You do have the right to an attorney if not 411 will be pointed to you. You understand those rights? Hello? Do you understand your rights? Okay, cool. Right now, you've been placed under arrest for public intoxication, okay? You can't sit still. If you keep acting up, you're just gonna get more charges, so I just recommend you sit there, okay? Alright. Lieutenant David 9, I'll be 19 with one female, 2026. We're gonna grab all of our information down at the station because that's where we're at right now. Yep, I'm gonna grab all your info at the station. Alright, go and get out for me.
Please get out of the vehicle.
We'll take a walk in here, okay? So we're gonna bring her to the holding cells. Original call came out as somebody throwing rocks off the freeway. We roll up, she instantly starts taking off. There's a huge ass boulder on the shoulder. We get her into custody, and she's barely able to stand. She's not really answering the questions right. And so, she tries running a couple times, somehow slips out of her cuffs, and plates her in the back of the vehicle, get a breathalyzer test on her, she blows and then runs, so. Where am I going? Over here. I'm not going to charge her for the resisting. She's going to get charged for just the simple stuff here. Alright, I'm going to take you out of these handcuffs, okay? What's your name?
Please show me your identification card.
Tamika Vega. Alright, Tamika, just sit here, okay? Probability of her sitting there till we're finished is probably pretty rare, but first we're going to throw this out. $2025, or was it 2026? South I-13. Alright, we're still in there that the subject's 15 and that 19's in progress right now.
You've been assigned to a call.
Okay, so we're gonna run her now. Tamika Vega 0209 2001. Black female, 5'7", 143. Valid, Class C. Good. Traffic stop. 2026 in January for speed. Welfare check in 2025. Medical distress, no enforcement, gunfire vehicle, occupant sleep. SPD traffic. Huh. Surprised that she wasn't intoxicated on that one. Track enforcement, verbal warning, equipment, tail lamp, David Speedy, noise complaint, party. Okay. Unfortunately for her today, she's gonna get charged for public intoxication. It's probably for the best because no way in hell was she gonna be able to leave that place. Unless I got her a ride, but I'd rather her sober up and deal with it. She's not gonna get charged for anything rock-wise. We're not able to really prove. Nobody had videos. No car was actually hit. There's no debris yet on the roadway below the overpass. So there's still no proof that she threw the rock. There was a big boulder, and the boulder being that size, obviously, not even sure if she was going to be able to lift that in the first place.
600, 10-7.
Take Renee. Big, you hear someone walking around. Oh, I think that's somebody else. She's out of Davis. A lot of these people we're arresting aren't even from here. Yoo-hoo. Somebody's looking for me or something. 5'7", 143. What was her date of birth? 0209 2001. So she'll get charged for the public intox. And they'll just have her stay here. She'll still have her day in court. But for the most part, nothing too crazy. We'll get the narrative written up here. Throw that in there. It's all good. I'll save and validate that. Cool. That's taken care of.
You've been detached from your assigned call.
Oh, we're out of there. Alright, you're gonna wait in here until you sober up, okay? Well, that's just where we're at, so we'll wait in here until you sober up. Next time we won't be doing that, right? It's not safe for you either way to be on the freeway. To be completely honest, whether you're intoxicated or not, you shouldn't be on the freeway. That's where we're at, so. Next time we'll make different choices. Right. Okay. Well, have any questions for me? There's a flare. Oh, you're cooperating the most you can right now behind bars. So you'll be out of here soon. Alright.
Your unit has been released from its duty in the previous call-out.
So, she'll be there overnight. Forgot to grab. Well, I couldn't really. I was holding her, but we'll grab our laptop and all that. I believe we have a server wipe here in 5 minutes, so we're going the wrong way. We'll head back up and get ready for that. I'll take this jacket off too. We might switch into a short sleeve. Looks pretty sunny out there, so it'd be nice.
Code 6, 940, Route 68, the Scoop Liquor Barn, fire alarm.
Is that my boy Stokes? It's not Stokes. God damn, bro. Alright, we'll take our jacket off. We'll switch it to our short sleeve. There we go. Now we gotta switch our belt. I don't know what this fool's doing, but we're gonna park up here in the shade, actually. David 9, you throw my 19 complete, I'll be 10-6. Okay. So our 19's complete, or 10-6 until the server restarts, so I'll most likely just go grab some water here in a moment. That's probably what I'll end up doing.
A new emergency call came in. Are any units available to respond? The last emergency situation has been resolved by other units.
Alright. Went to get some water, use a restroom, but we're back at it now. Actually, we're going to fill up gas since that server restart. We're in the short sleeve now. God damn, I wish all pumps were like this. Fill that up.
We have received another emergency call. Are there any units free to handle it?
13 David 90, throw it back to service. Alright. We'll loop on out of here. See what else we got going on. Now doing lives is a lot better. You don't really have to edit shit out, and yeah, it's not as clean and not as immersive, I would say, but I mean, you really get to see all sides of everything. The edited videos that are out right now, I think there's only 2. Take about all day to edit because of obviously all the shit that you see that goes wrong. So this is really what it looks like on a day-to-day. This guy's on my tail. He's only at 67, but he was on my bumper. He's at 68 now. We're just gonna stop him and pull him into the... Good lord, dude. In here, it is awfully dark. I think those lights are supposed to be on, but they are awfully dark out here. Go forward, dude. Right there's good. Okay. 13 David 9 traffic, South I-13, 956, 2-door white, towards vehicle California tag 08, boy Nora Paul, 545 will be in the Utah parking lot. Alright, so this subject's being stopped right now for following too close. He was right on the rear end. I thought he was going to smack us for a sec. We'll throw it out. This one should be relatively quick, as long as everything checks out and he's cooperative. Use my discretion.
You've been assigned to a call.
I don't know, I'll chat with him.
Hello, how's it going today, sir? My name is Officer Bradley with California Highway Patrol. The reason I stopped you going southbound on I-13 here, you came really close to my rear bumper. I thought you were almost going to hit me for a second. I could hear your motor from the rear end of my car. Is there any reason why we're following so close? You gotta be pretty descriptive with these guys. My holster doesn't even have a firearm in it. Apologize, it seemed that way. I didn't mean to tailgate. There we go. Alright, I understand. Just a little safety hazard, that's all. Okay, you got a driver's license, registration, current proof of insurance with you? Alright, perfect. Okay. Do me a favor, just hang out with me. I'll be right back with you, okay? Actually, let's verify that.
Please show
name
me your
real quick.
identification card.
Alright, Lopez. Alright, Lopez. Do me a favor, just hang out, okay? Got bright as hell. I think it's whatever adjusting I got on. That should get bright. Alright, so we're gonna run him. See what we're looking at. Some people just make honest mistakes, and that could be it. Obviously, we're gonna give the benefit of the doubt until we no longer feel we should. So Enrique, 20 years old, male, Hispanic, black, brown, 17, lives in suppressed flats, so also doesn't live here. Has his class C M1, one registered handgun. Legal, no flags, but doesn't have a CCW permit. So he shouldn't have it on him. Was issued a citation in February for unsafe speed, a verbal warning for his exhaust, disabled vehicle contact, and a field interview, suspicious person, match description. So he does have a prior for speed in February. Let's run the vehicle and see what we got. These are just all things to take accountability when you're kind of dealing in with your discretion and all that. Boom, registration's current. Insurance is current as well. Petition. So. He was pretty cooperative, and I don't really see a reason to cite him today. So he'll be left off with a warning today.
You've been detached from your assigned call.
Okay, sir, I'm just gonna give you a verbal warning today, okay? We gotta slow it down a little bit, or at least, I mean, you're not going super fast, but we just gotta watch how far we are behind cars, okay? If I would have hit my brakes and you were that close, you probably would have rear-ended me, right? So I'm gonna give you a warning, okay? Alright. Yep. Just remember, obviously, not to follow so close. You don't want to cause an accident, right? At least, especially not with a police officer. That probably wouldn't be too good. Okay. Here's all your info back. You're all set to go, okay? Alright, have a good one. 13 David 9, I'm 98. Confirm back in service 956. I always have a left alley on somehow. Whoa. Oh. See, I'm not sure how that keeps turning on, to be honest with you. Hopefully I didn't not notice that the whole time.
That's a good thing to remember now, because it will do that. We'll roll down our window, get some wind action. So, he was let off with a verbal warning. Following too close, it's nothing crazy, but it does tend to cause a lot of accidents.
To respond to an emergency?
I would head over to that, but I feel like it's going to be a huge dump truck, and I don't feel like dealing with that. What the fuck is going on here? It's weird, it popped up as a personal vehicle. Speaking of that, we never said one. Yeah, it shows as a personal vehicle. Interesting. God damn, that car came close. Anyways, so yeah, following too closely causes accidents, and would have been a different story if I was going 78, he's going 78. But he was only going 67, which is not terrible. And my only thing is if I hit the brakes and he smacks into me, that was my concern. But he was fairly cooperative for the most part. I mean, there was nothing to complain about, and he understood everything. He got a citation earlier this year, so I'm sure he knows how to handle those situations. Right now we're just cruising. Might hit up Joshua and Panorama. It's been a minute since we've been in the township. And that's what we'll do.
Do we have any units available to respond to an emergency?
Ooh.
You have been assigned to the most recent emergency call. Proceed to the location.
Lieutenant David 90, throw me out to a traffic collision, unknown injury. We I-13 30 auto advise on arrival. Okay, right now we're getting called out to traffic collision. Looks like a vehicle rolled into a ditch here. We're gonna head down that way, see what the deal is. That's smart. Pull over to the left, huh? Sounds like it's gonna be somewhere down here. Oh yeah, we got it. David 90, everybody on arrival. Me 30-30, I got a vehicle. It's like a semi-truck flipped over into the ditch here. Northbound on 13. We're gonna see if fire's active. I'm gonna go down there and check it out. We're gonna contact fire right now. 13 David 19 on radio. Advise, I got a traffic collision northbound on the I-13, postal 3030. It's going to be a flipped over semi-truck in the ditch here. Unknown occupants. I'm attempting to locate right now. Is that somebody ejected? Coming down. Can't really see what I'm working with here. Oh yeah, we got somebody ejected. Alright, advise, I got one subject ejected at 3030. I'm gonna start treatment right now. I still have no idea if anybody's entrapped. That's not good. I don't know how that came.
Send for 3030 minutes 696.
13 David 9, I'm going to be leaving channel. David, I'll be back in channel. Advise fires on arrival 3030. We're gonna come up there and try to assist. I'm not too sure. I can't really see the trucks like way down in there. I have fire routed. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I'm gonna drag him. I'm gonna try to drag him into a more clear area. He's kind of in the brush here. Active killing for vehicle involved, 30 MVA, major injury involved, no entrapment. Trying to see where these fools are at. Might be these guys. Station 6, yeah, that's down in the... Not really sure. Fuck. Alright, now we're just kind of assessing right now. We're gonna check our bleeding. Massive bleeding. check our airway.
$600. I'll be back to active ASP narcotics in State 1.
Sorry, man, on one victim rejecting regular pulse, major bleeding, decapitation, brain fluids. We're trying to do a lot of things at once right now. I believe this is probably them right now rolling up. So it looks like they're going to get air down here as well for transport. We're going to grab his info. We got his info, fires up there. Grabbing their gear.
Medic's pulling up right now.
Gotcha.
Trooper, do we have a helicopter anywhere?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, yeah, because I was going to see if they can activate for transport, but that's good. Alright, what do we got?
Irregular pulse, major bleeding, torso, ejected from the vehicle. We pulled him all the way up over here. No airway obstructions, no obvious signs of brain bleeding or decapitation. Unconscious, no breathing.
Not breathing, unconscious. Yeah. Okay, so he does have a pulse, though.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna get him on a BVM and start an IV, probably.
Do you want to just stick around with paramedic there in case he needs anything? I'm gonna start pulling info.
Yep.
Perfect. Pull this because we got to. They're not done working on that. We're gonna wait for them to be done with that. Come on, dude, get up there. There's actually a plate right there. Try to read that. Upside down too is gonna be a pain. Oh, trying to read that thing. (4) Union Adam, Nora Union Adam 296. Alright. We're gonna throw this out real quick on the MDT. (4) Nora Union Adam 268.
You've been assigned to a call.
The truck is gonna be just keep smoking. I sprayed some water on it.
Okay.
It shouldn't start like in flames.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
We're gonna pull our vehicle a little bit more up here. Oh my god, I hate how it does that shit. Just stand, bro. Okay. So I'm not sure if they're transporting him. We got his info, I believe. Oh, there we go.
Did you already do the paperwork on the truck?
I got the info for it. I'm gonna leave it here until I actually do the crash investigation.
Alright. Looks like the suspect, well, I think he's code zero. He disappeared. As soon as put him on a stretcher.
Okay.
So,
was he stable at that point, or was he?
I don't think, cause like as soon as he put him on the stretcher, he just disappeared because it was.
Okay, let me ask. Yeah, let me go ask medic. Hey, I heard the patient code zeroed.
Yep.
Alright, was he stable at that point, or what was the... So I know if I just need to call it transport or fatal.
Yeah, we put him on the stretcher for transport, and he sort of miraculously code zeroed. He got up and left, basically. So
cool.
Yeah, I don't know what you want to call that.
So,
we were preparing for transport, but I don't know.
Alright. Yeah, I'll just call it transport then.
Alright.
You're all set, I believe.
10-4, thank you.
Yep, appreciate it. Captain David 9 advised medical transport patient at 3030 or MVA. Just get through remaining on scene for our investigation. Okay, so we're gonna go around, take pictures, coming off where the subject ejected and all that, so.
Y'all good from here?
Yep, you're all set. Appreciate it.
Alright, brother, be safe.
Yep, you as well. We'll come down here, right where the patient was ejected from. Driver's side window right there. Right here will indicate the rear end. Side. This side as well. And we'll try to get a good read of. Alright, that guy's right there. That's pretty much the tippity top of that. We're gonna let this guy know. We're just gonna be investigating. I just got some investigating to do. I'm most likely gonna probably shut down southbound lanes here in a moment. You're free to stick around or go back in service.
Right on. Thanks.
Yep. Appreciate your help.
Yep.
Captain David 9 advised, traffic advisory, southbound lanes are going to be shut down momentarily for a traffic investigation, 3030 southbound I-13. Alright, so we're going to go down and shut down southbound lanes for the investigation here. Should be good. Alright, here's the fun stuff now. Fortunately, nobody crossing. Alright, first things first, we're gonna run that plate, see what's going on, and then we're gonna run him as well. We're flying around that corner, need to pay attention. One more. Oh yeah. Yeah. So. Alright, we're gonna pull this guy's info up and log him as a transport. This is going to be one of the longer investigations and all that. Is going to be 12/25/2006. Mail. That's good. Go to road closure. South I-13. All lanes. Ending investigation. Alright, so that's put out there. We're gonna run the info now on him. (12/25/2006) mail. There's somebody pulling up. How's it going?
What's going on?
MVA involving an ejection and major trauma about 20 minutes ago. Just shutting down all southbound lanes until I get this investigation figured out.
Alright, you good here? You want me to stay? I don't really have nothing to do.
Either or, it don't really matter. I'll probably just be doing my thing. If you want, you can.
Alright, I'll hang out for a little bit.
Cool, yeah. Yeah, not really sure what happened. Obviously, semi-truck in the embankment here, so.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good. I'm gonna call myself out of here, hold on. 151, I'm gonna be out 3030 with the CHP officer with the NBA. Was the guy still in the vehicle?
No, he was ejected through the front windshield. He was over in one of the bushes. We dragged him out and started medical aid while fire was responding. I'm not sure his current status since the transport. Couldn't imagine it was too good. It's pretty mangled in there.
Yeah. So we waiting on a tow truck after your investigation, or?
Yeah, so right now I just kind of flagged everything. So I flagged where he was ejected, kind of the spatial. Once, actually I think an 85's or a tow truck is ready to come through here in a moment. I'm just kind of running all the info right now I pulled earlier. Once tow grabs that, which I'm not sure if they're going to be able to, and I'm not sure if we have actual heavy wreckers on right now.
I don't believe we don't. I'm not seeing any.
Yeah. So once I log all this info, I'll get that thing pulled out,
Take pictures, flag a few things on the roadway. Then once all that's done, it'll get all cleaned up and ready.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go take a look at that truck over there.
Yeah, go for it. It's a little bit harder explaining things when you kind of do things as spec as you can. So back to our victim, 19 years old, lives in Chamberlain Hills, so down in South County. Ooh, he was on a permit. Doesn't say he has a CDL. Probably working under the table there when he shouldn't have. Provisional passenger, night restrictions clear. So he still has to have a passenger with him. He's had a traffic violation in March for tent. Disturbance. Another citation for speed in 2025. And school resource, parking lot reckless driving. So he's got quite the history, traffic related. But he's still on permit just for his Class C. It's unfortunate he's only 19 years old. We don't know the current status. That's that. We're gonna run the plate here now. Okay. Registered owner Pacific Freight LLC. Primary operator Morales Daniel E. So it's not him. John Bill Kano. Commercial advice. That's current.
Alright, I'm gonna head out. I got someone shooting out in the sky up there in Prio. I'm gonna go see what that's about.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, you be safe.
You as well. Alright, so we'll take a closer look at this. All this stuff kind of matters. So going back, we have the 19-year-old male, which was the driver. No CDL. This has a Class C, and that's currently provisional right now, which means he is on a driving permit, so he's not really withhold a full Class C right now. So his permit requires him to have a passenger, and night restrictions have been cleared, so a curfew's been cleared on that end. You also look at his history for speed, reckless operation. He had a ticket for tent violation, and so quite the law enforcement contact here, especially for his reckless operation of a motor vehicle. You come down here, that vehicle was Pacific Freight Logistics. And that's a primary operator. So this is the guy that usually drives that vehicle. Current. So insurance expires next year. It's active. Commercial mutual. General freight non-hazardous. Commercial vehicle DOT subject to inspection. So that specific truck there is had an inspection coming up. The commercial history on that vehicle.
What? Shots fired.
CHP CMC inspection, so level 2 inspection, minor lighting violation, defective correction notice issued. Way station compliance check, pass, CHP enforcement contact, logbook hours, documentation warning. Active fleet unit, no prior evasion, commercial carrier in good standing, commercial unit clear. So the history on that semi-truck is pretty good. Why this 19-year-old was driving, not too sure. We'll call and see what's going on actually right now. I'm not sure where this is gonna pop up to. We'll see right now if it does pop up. It probably won't. Unfortunately. Okay. No, looks like we won't be able to get that. We're gonna start on picture taking so we can get this thing out of here. Mark that. This is where a subject was ejected. We want pictures of that as well. This end. On that end as well. Pictures is really what's gonna show a lot here. I want to make sure we got all damage involved. Come up here as well. I want to get that plate. That's pretty good there. Obviously, we gotta flick up the charger while we're at it. Come down here. That's pretty good. We're kind of looking for roadway marks. Any tire marks. There we go. We got some here. We got some there. That's indicating a right turn though. Looking for anything over here. And barely missed that pole. We're really looking for anything that could have involved. Gotta run through. Those turn marks are right here, so I want to say he's in the number 1 lane. Oh, here we go. We got some more. And they fade right there. You can never take enough pictures. And then we want to get a direct from right across here. Sorry, I didn't even realize that you guys weren't even seeing all that. Well, 6 minutes, you didn't even see everything I did. So we've just been taking pictures. Unfortunately, I'm forgetting to get you guys back. It's getting dark now, so I think we really got all the pictures. We're going to take a look at them here. Like I said, this is one of the longer did not mean to do that. So I'll show you guys everything we got right now. So we're just logging all of these, all of our markers, ejection spots, where he was ejected from, damage, more markering, more damage. It's kind of peripheral, plate, undercarriage. Oh, there's that one, and that one. Oh, we have tire markings. And that's that. It's getting fairly dark out here.
Ten to 31 radio check.
5
Hey, firm 10-31 is gonna be 10-8, 10-41.
There. All this being said, pictures have been taken, so we're gonna get a 85. Lieutenant David Hagen, Starter 1185, 3030 south on I-13 for that semi. We'll see if Toad's even able to pick this thing up. I Don't think so.
I require vehicle
Oh, they're gonna
transportation.
try.
Please send over a tow truck.
We'll see how that works out.
So we have everything logged. We are now going to head over to the MDT and go through our crash forms. Oh. You heard that, it's because the DOT truck just smacked my car. Damn, he took that thing. Okay, well, he took it, that's nice. Highway, interstate, ramp, shoulder, roundabout, construction zone, private road, driveway, rural, highway, interstate. We'll say slight curve. Drive control device. No control device. Surface conditions were dry. Weather conditions were clear. Light conditions were dark. No street lights. Injuries, yes. Non-fatal. So factors, we'll probably do. So the tire marks are leading straight up the road that I showed you guys. The tire marks are going straight up the road I showed you guys. It's most likely a motorcycle. You can see there's only one tire tread, kind of two mixed. What I'm assuming is they slammed on their brakes. And that being said, so they slammed on the brakes. The truck tires are kind of turned and skidded to the right, to the number 2 lane. So that indicates that they tried moving out the way and maybe cranking the wheel to the left and ended up in that ditch, which could cause a rollover. So, not sure if it's following too closely. We'll do reckless, road conditions, obstruction, following too close. I don't think speed was really a factor in this. You don't have to be going high speed to flip a semi-truck after a curve. So back-to-back turning is what it do I drive distracting for you. And an obstruction on the roadway. Okay. So now we're going to get Yemen's information and log it. No endorsements, but he does have restrictions. And that's his restrictions right there. We have Yemen, Deshaun, Deshaun, Bayern. We'll get his address in here.
3031. Chamberlain Hills. Black Brown 6 167. Here's 119. 1225 2006. No email address. And the plate involved was actually in here. So we'll log that down. 2013. Black. Packer. Now we'll run down to vehicles info. And that expiration was February 2027. And we'll get the VIN as well. A registered owner. And the registered owner is Pacific Freight Logistics, LLC. Not sure where they're located. I'm gonna have to see that. Location of the LLC. Okay, here we go. This is going to be suppressed flats. Wearing seatbelt, no. Speed, we're going to just put at, should be at 55. And then number 1 lane. Vehicle was towed, vehicle in condition. Rollover damage. So we don't have a secondary option. This is what we're going to put for the diagram. This is going to be the highway. It's going to be dirt. Median bike lane, fence, wall, guardrail, shoulder.
Lincoln 139, to the officers that were at the pursuit that ended on the freeway. Where are you guys at? Disregard.
Curve, light pole. We have a light pole. About trying to move this guy. Put it about right here. A road closure right here. Actually, that's not what we want. We have the semi.
Did you ever get things figured out?
Yeah, I'm still doing the report.
Oh, alright, well, you be safe.
Yeah, it's a process.
We're gonna do that, and we're actually gonna shrink this up a little bit. And throw the other road on this side. Okay. Obviously a process here. As you can tell. We got skid marks going on this end. Skid marks going on this end. Fluid spill. Broken glass is right there. That is final rest. Ejection. We're actually going to use this as well.
I did have a small pothole up here. No speed limit signs, traffic light, traffic barrier, one way, no U-turn, do not enter bed, vehicle blue, labels, traffic unit 1. I want to make sure I don't idle out here. Alright. We'll save that. And we'll fill out the narrative now.
One Lincoln 139, I'm gonna be tonight.
Alright. Everything's filled out, that's saved.
One Lincoln 139, can I get a mic check?
That's good.
On board.
I just want to make sure all that's good. Perfect. We're going to export this as well. Don't want to print. You know what we're going to do? View. That's fine.
Get over here, trooper.
Yeah, just wrapping up a crash investigation.
Not one call.
Alright. Oh, we're all set there. David 9 advised road closure southbound I-13 is going to be lifted. You can still throw me remaining on scene for. That's going to all stay there. Which Navy 9, I'm 98 at 3:30. We're finally all done with this.
139, I'm gonna have one at gunpoint at Bristol 1016.
You've been detached from your assigned call.
All set to go.
Your unit has been released from its duty in the previous call-out.
We were on that for a solid hour, probably. So, traffic collision, you know, on arrival, non-fatal. We'll check up on the patient later. And we'll see. As of right now, though, it was probably a pretty bad accident. Probably one of the worst I've seen. A little surreal when you arrive on scene and he's in the bushes. I thought I saw a leg, and sure enough, it was indeed his leg. Oh, that's not the best. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm gonna leave that there for the next person, that's for sure. God damn. Holy shit. I believe we are... got about 24 minutes? 34 minutes left. Or day shift, and then that's that. So definitely interesting patrol today. I've not been this packed, honestly, in a long time. Don't know if we really ever caught a break today. A lot of paperwork filling. That collision loan is probably an hour's worth of our shift. Right now we're on Panorama. It's been very dead, but at the same time, alive at the same time. You know? That guy had his trunk open. I don't know if they're supposed to drive with that thing open in the back. Unless he's actively hitting. Maybe. Who knows? I'm not a CVE specialized though, so I have no idea. I'm gonna sit here for a second, drink some water.
E13 script running to residential premises of 1007. Rain Drive, Pages,
151, I'm back to Nate.
Alright. Finish off this shift strong. Maybe we'll do some fire later. We'll see. We'll see. Quite the Arkansas presence. I hate it, but what can you do? See, I knew that thing was on. It's fairly cloudy out recently, but pretty much SoCal right now, either way. There we go, 30 minutes.
A new emergency call came in. Are any units available to respond?
Bear in a campground, no thanks. Leave that to Fish and Wildlife. We'll head up on, I've been in Grapeseed all today. Cruise around here and see what's going on. There we go, there's that SoCal shine. That sun. It's been a very gloomy day. Hit that bush a little bit there. A very gloomy day. Station 2, one of my favorites. Yeah, I'm feeling eager to do some fire. Look at that. Look at that. You know what that calls for. Clips. And that is just amazing. We love the sun. Cannot get enough of it. Wish it stayed bright and sunny all day. Other than that fool in front of us going so slow.
No explanation, which I've got to.
We'll top off right now. Might as well. Our Sonny's back on. Oh, it's definitely been an interesting one today. We've been like stacked, but not stacked. We've had our slow times. It's been actually pretty decent. I enjoy shifts like this, where it's not always something going on. Just have your time to cruise around and pull people over, but you also get decent calls for service. But you keep getting those personal vehicles driving by. But yeah. It's nice. The speed limit is 20. There's literally a DOT. That might be DOT in there. DOT would be actually kind of fun too, but we don't have any of the packs.
Do we have any units available to respond to an emergency?
Got some mud on our unit.
The last emergency situation has been resolved by other units.
Oh yeah, that sun is so nice. We're just cruising out here. Yeah, right now it's a little slow, but that's good at the same time. And there's not a lot of reckless driving and speeders, so that's what we like to see. We haven't gotten to rip this thing yet, what we did for that traffic collision, but that was about it. Don't know if that guy really stopped at the stop sign, but he's got a freebie if he didn't.
No, 20, we're gonna have a pickup truck filling and pull over, taking off now. We're gonna be over at 1017 heading westbound on Marina Drive.
1040,
Yeah, we're gonna assist that officer in a failure to yield.
He's about 70 right now, Marina Drive at 1015.
1040, is that black traffic?
Speeds are at 80. Let's go out the vehicle. I'm still continuing off-roading now. Getting ready to hit towards the end over there. Turn off, man. Suspect spray checking.
Get on out, put your fucking hands up.
Can't see shit.
No one detained, it's classic.
Hey, you got, bro, I'm gonna turn my siren off.
units available to respond to an emergency?
Which David, you throw me out at 1009. It's just that these guys in the pursuit boat looks like they might be sufficient here. Are you gonna be sufficient?
Yeah, explosive device, handcuffs, and pill capsules. Ain't that interesting?
Which David, 90, clear me. I'll be 98 and 1009. They're sufficient. All right. Looks like they're going to be sufficient there, so there's no reason for us to stick around.
412.
Major shots fired, 920.
We got about 19 minutes. There's shots fired going on. We're not going to respond to that. It's
Can we get start messing that down, please?
I would respond to that, but they have every single agency and their moms going, so there's no need. We got about 19 minutes left on our shift either way. We're gonna continue patrolling, and even if it's cruising for 20 minutes or cruising for 20 minutes.
Get forward.
Thinking about doing fire. Fire sounds nice. DOT sounds pretty nice too. That'd be kind of fun.
We got one officer down.
We'll check it out.
I'll be in our cover to the shots fired.
Is that K Copper back in here? We got K Copper in here. That's K Copper. It's one of our other CHP units. She's in here time to time, usually around the day shifts, a little bit towards the night shifts, but
65, 412, show us security here. We got all suspects down.
Anthony, code for 1009, just right to me.
FOV a little high on that charger. This guy is killing it.
We have EMS route. They can go ahead and move in.
I'll be back to me.
Making sure none of those guys are pulling out from the cars. Here we are. A flatbed we almost killed ourselves on. Ooh. Now this was BeamNG or something, like roof would have been cut clean off.
Do we have any units available to respond to an emergency?
Burglary. Be kind of sick. Even a sheriff. Sheriff might be pretty cool. Could always do that. Tons of different Sheriff, DOT, fire, PD, you name it, let me know. I'm down for either. All of them, honestly. They're all very different.
Close to me tonight, actives, CHP, CV.
I recommend doing fire. You can get away with by yourself. It's nice to have at least one other person. PD, Sheriff's Office, definitely need to have one other person. Or most likely 3. A group of 3 is pretty good. HP's easy. You just kind of get in here and do your own thing. I don't really need a bunch of other people who get away with other agencies assisting. And for the most part, knowing what they're doing. A little bit of light spike there. We'll cruise down here. Rarely do we ever go down here. Fill up sometimes over there, but that's about it. Oh, you got 15 minutes, so. There we go. You see it. It was a mistake coming down here. We'll pull over and chill for a little bit. I guess while we're chilling, in case anything comes up, we can check out our everything we've done today. So 13th. Ew. This is last night's patrol, so we still have all of tonight's patrol as well, so. But we'll go to today. We had only 1 citation today. That's crazy. A vehicle tow. That might have been the same. Let's see. So today's citation consisted of failure to yield and obey the stop sign. I'm trying to remember where that was at. Oh, that was actually on the 13 there. That was station wagon, and she was arrested. That's right. For a bunch of possession and evading charges. Our second arrest was for the public intox, I believe. New Vega, public intox, correct. And our third was our crash. This one took up a majority of the time. We've had some traffic stops. A lot of them have been verbal warnings, I believe. So that's that. That's our summary. We'll flip around here. Yeah, I'd pull those tractors over, but they're allowed out here on county roads. I do want to let it rip on the freeway. This is nice letting. This is nice letting the units rip when you get the chance to. Right here will pass us forward. Another HP guy, so we got more HP coming in. With more lag too. let rip. On 30. Now, this thing's pretty crazy fast. It's pretty crazy fast. I think we'll head back to the station right now and get ready to go off shift. We do have 75 in front of us. 74. You hit 100 pretty fast in this thing. We're gonna park her up and get off shift a little early, about 10 minutes early here. Which is even NLB 1010 for a shift change. Okay. 10 minutes early. Nice.
A new emergency call came in. Are any units available to respond?
We'll shut that off. We're actually gonna fill up for the next unit.
Other units were able to resolve the last emergency call.
So we'll go through everything we do here at the end. So we'll obviously repair it. I'll float up for the next unit. What's that? 66. There we go. 94, 96, 97, 100. There we go. And we'll park it up. We'll turn that bad boy off. Grab everything from the trunk we need. We'll close that up. She's all locked up. We're all set. Coming to the Holy Grail Bright Room. So yeah, that's a day shift for you. A little bit more going on than night shift, as you can tell. The first hour is always chaotic, but it gets a lot better. A lot of citations today. We were kind of fulfilled with calls and a bunch of more chaotic stuff, but that's what we got there.
Do we have any units available to respond to an emergency?
Hit and run. Ooh. We only had another hour for that. There we go.
Other units were able to resolve the last emergency call.
Alright, well that's gonna go ahead and finish that off today. So, that's what we got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys most likely later tonight. Try to figure out if we're doing HP, fire, BCSO, LSPD. We'll figure it out. DOT, there's plenty to go around. Other than that, we're off shift. We're all good. We'll turn this guy off. Feel good to turn that thing off. I want to do this guy. 3 hours and 12 minutes. We are all set. We're out of here. Alright, that's going to conclude that. I'll see you guys soon.